The videographer already left today, so I'm recording this on my own. Hope I don't screw it up. Woo, do, re, mi, fa, so. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Ho, 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 ho. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Do, re, mi, fa, so. What's up, guys? My name is Asher. I'm a producer engineer at Casserole Studios, and I'm going to show you another run through on my vocal chains on a pop record. So, as always, let's listen to the section we're going to be looking at today. And on this particular record, the end of the song is the most climatic part and has the most vocals going on at once. So I'm going to show that.
Slow down, 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 down, slow down. I need some time.
Right? So it's a really fun, free-feeling record. I really like this song a lot. It didn't take a long time to mix because we really enjoyed recording it. We had the rough mix sounding pretty good when we left it. We just had to come back, make some tight changes and clean it up a little bit, and it was good to go. So the first thing we're gonna look at is the audio tracks of the lead vocals. So let's mute out the dubs and the harms. So we're looking at the purple right here. These are my lead vocals for the hook.
Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
Right? So real simple, really good voice, good recording, very clean. And I want to show you what the dry vocals sound like. Now, I recorded this song, so I did the best that I could do on having a good mixing environment. We recorded this record in the C room here at Casserole Studios in the vocal booth, and I like to think it sounded pretty good. I'll show you right now.
Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
Right? So solid vocals, solid room. You don't hear a lot of, you don't hear an air conditioning going on, of course. You don't hear a lot of natural verb. It's very tight, very clean. And the artist did a good job. That's check one, right? That's super important. If it wasn't for that step, then this mix wouldn't have been how we wanted it. And we wanted this mix very clean and tight. So of course we put autotune in there, cleaned up just a little bit. He sung it pretty well already, so we didn't need to do a whole bunch of autotune. And we for sure didn't want to hear a lot of autotune anyways. Next we did real simple EQ. This is my favorite simple EQ, just the REQ, the 6-band. We dropped down, about 3 dB on 243 hertz. And we also did about the same amount of gain reduction at 485 hertz, higher range, 4600. And then we did 11K, almost 12K, boosted it off the shelf. I'll show you that now.
Slow down, slow down.
So now we're hearing the autotune work a little bit, clean it up a little more. Has that, famous sound. Not too much though, that's not what we were looking for. And then we add, a little bit more brightness with this, and we took out some of the muddy characters in his vocals. All right, so next, and this is the last plugin that I used before sending it to the bus, the virtual mix rack from Slate Digital. And I used a saturation plugin called Hollywood, and then I used the LA2A, or Slate's version of the LA2A. So as you can see, I'm actually using the parallel technique on both of these. Both these have a mix knob as an option, and that's when you can turn it into a parallel compressor or a parallel saturator, right? So first on the saturation, I'll turn the compressor off. So as you can see, I just have the mix at 10.3% on the saturation plugin. I'll turn off the compressor for right now. Let's see what it would sound like if I turned it at 100%.
Slow down, slow down.
So as you can see, it has that harmonic tone that everybody's looking for when they're using analog plugins in an extreme note. It sounds just like when you're using a analog mic pre and you're clipping it too hard. That's the exact saturation sound that you'll get. So I wanted to implement that sound to make it cut through more, but obviously not that extreme. So all we did was pull it back to 10.3%.
Slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down.
Right? So it has that characteristic, but it's not blown out, and it sounds like a clean vocal, but it has that sizzle if you really listen to it. And we did the exact same technique, but with a compressor. This is an emulator of the famous LA2A compressor, which I love using all the time. And I think I used it on this vocal chain later on the bus. But right here, we actually compress it pretty harshly, right? As you can see,
Slow down.
see that needle dropping quite a bit. I mean, it's almost slamming all the way, but we have it at 10%, right? So let's listen to it at 100%.
Slow down. Slow down.
Right, so just a lot of gain reduction, right? And it makes it cushy. I've noticed that the LA2A and the TÜV-TECH CO1B are very famous compressors, and they're used all the time. And they both have a very similar sound when it comes to the fluffy cloudiness that it gives vocals. And if you listen again,
Slow down.
that's what you hear it doing in an extreme note. So you do it extreme and then you pull back on the mix. And that's how I treat my parallel compression. So let's put it back to 10%.
Slow down. Slow down. Slow down.
So that's a very nice, bright and clean and lightly saturated vocal. So now we're gonna take it to the main vocal bus, and that's where we're gonna do a lot of the heavy lifting. First thing I did is Pro Q. It's usually the first thing I do on the vocal bus. So as you can see, I just dipped out a lot of frequencies I didn't like. If you like, we could probably just listen to one that I didn't like. Right around 400 hertz. Right, it was just sticking out a little too much. So you take it out.
Slow down.
Here's with it without.
Slow.
Here's it with.
Slow down.
Right, so it's not as muddy. We took out a lot of the low in here. That's where we made it cleaner and brighter. Next, de-esser. I know this is probably the third, fourth time I'm saying it. I love using this specific de-esser for tone. Next, just a little bit more compression. The LA2A, nothing crazy, just a 2-knob compressor. I almost always use some sort of SSL EQ just because I like the tone, and I like using these knobs, and you know, I like being comfortable, right? So if it's not broken, I'm not going to try to fix it. Now over here, I actually did use the dynamic section. I did a little bit of compression. I didn't use any of the gate, and that's about it. Next thing I used is fresh air, just a little bit of brightness, clarity. I want to show you before and after on this.
Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down.
Right, so there's quite a bit of a difference. It adds a little bit of sizzle to it, and I love it. Last thing on the chain is a gate and a compressor, and the best thing to use that for is VOCALS. I like a really harsh gate at the end to really make it cut in and out and make it poppy, and I like a strong compression. I mean, I do a lot of compression, and the best way to do a lot of compression without it sounding over compressed is to use multiple compressors lightly. So let's listen to it with the VOCALS.
Slow down. Slow down. Slow down.
So as you can see, quite a bit of compression, quite a bit of gating, but it just ties it all together, and I love it. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. If you like these videos, you want to see more, go to our channel, check out our other videos. We're posting videos weekly, so make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell because we got more coming for you.